Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for hopping in. I hope you guys get something from this video today. We are just talking about the markets and essentially what I saw. I did not get into a trade today. I have just been watching, and unfortunately, the trades that we wanted to get in yesterday actually ended up playing out today because we did break all-time highs, and I'm just like, yeah, so I'll just kind of talk about the markets and what I saw and what I'm changing, because I am changing my style a little bit. So it's kind of exciting, and I'm kind of excited for this new journey. So let's hop right into the chart, shall we? So we're going to start on the daily time frame. Now here's the cool thing. I've decided to simplify my trading completely. I want it to be easy. I want it to be simplified. I'm looking for liquidity. I'm looking for that weekly range, and that's kind of what we're going on, because that is what I want my trading to be. I want it to be easy. So we're going to make it easy and simplified, and we're not struggling. We're simplifying trading. Now, again, we had these daily relative equal highs that I was talking about that I wanted to see traded to yesterday. We in fact did trade to them this morning. And then I had some swing projections that I wanted to see potentially reached. Again, we didn't get into a trade because our trade setup didn't form, but the fact that we were able to call the direction of the market yesterday, and unfortunately it happened today, what can you do, right? So again, on the daily time frame, we've kind of just been consolidating, and then we finally pushed higher, taking out these relative equal highs. So super exciting to see. Again, I've totally simplified my charts, and I am really excited for this part of my journey. So drop down to the 4-hour. These levels right here are actually the daily highs. So this is the daily Monday high, this is the daily Monday low, daily Tuesday high, daily Tuesday low. So I was kind of watching to see, like, are we going to be trading below these Tuesday lows before moving higher? Are we taking out these Tuesday highs and then trading lower? We in fact did take out these Tuesday's highs, came down a bit before moving higher. So I'll show you more on the 1-hour. Awesome. So again, we had taken out those Monday highs yesterday, traded lower. We created these relative equal highs. We did in fact trade into them. We came down during London session. We made a London session low, which is our Wednesday low. And then we've just kind of been trading higher. We made relative equal lows down here. Again, we have these sell side objectives that I want to keep on the charts just for like future reference, but we did want to see the market move higher. We did see that we had this like nice little push higher pre-market before 10 a.m. Came back down, and then of course we just started moving higher. So let's drop down to the 15-minute. Awesome. So on the 15-minute time frame, I was looking at this low right here. It's actually easier if I show you guys on the 5-minute, because another thing I'm doing is I take trades on the 1-minute time frame. So I'll show you how my chart's laid out, but essentially I'm looking for liquidity on the 15-minute, 1-hour, and 5-minute, and kind of keeping it really simple. Like, we have like our daily levels. Yes, we understand what we want to see happen during the weekly range, but we're just keeping it simple. So we're just looking for liquidity to be taken, displacement, and a fair value gap entry. Easy, right? Again, we took out this daily high, we traded lower, we took out these lows right here, traded into this 15-minute fair value gap, and then we traded higher off that 15-minute fair value gap. So I'll drop down to the 5-minute time frame. Beautiful. So again, like, we had like this nice run, took out this buy side liquidity, came down, created relative equal lows. We then see that little baby wick there. I'll zoom in. It actually did trade below these relative equal lows, so small. So this low right here is 17719.50, and then this low is 17718.75. So obviously it only went down a couple of points, not even points, it went down like a half a point into that liquidity, but that is enough for us to kind of start looking for buys. And the fact that we did trade into that higher time frame 15-minute fair value gap, we were then looking for buys at our 10 a.m. time frame. So I'm gonna drop down to the 1-minute time frame. Awesome. So we took out the relative equal lows, then we had kind of this move higher. We then traded lower. We couldn't get into that low one more time before moving higher. As soon as this swing high here was broken, I was looking for our entry of, all right, so we broke a high, we took out sell side liquidity. Now we're looking for a fair value gap to get in. But as you can see, we just broke this high and just continued to move higher. So we didn't actually get an entry because none of these fair value gaps were ever traded back into. So we have this one right here was never traded back into, this one right here was never traded back into, and then this one right here was never traded back into. And then of course we did take out those daily relative equal highs, and the swing projection I was looking at was right here from this low to this high. So I was looking at, all right, if we are going to go lower, we want to see the market potentially reach for this -2, definitely the -1. We do see that happen here. We traded up there. We could have gotten it into a buy here. But when the markets are like this, I mean, it's really hard for me to get into positions that are at all-time highs, you know, because essentially, like, we don't really have anywhere to target, right? Like, there's no draw on liquidity necessarily. We're just kind of going higher. So that's where the swing projections do come in handy. And yes, we could have gotten into this trade. It would have still been like a nice 2R trade here. But again, I was just watching the markets because we are at all-time highs, and we're just kind of watching to see what happens now, because I don't know if we are going to continue moving higher, if we are going to go lower now. It's kind of up in the air. So what am I going to do now for the rest of the week? I'm just going to wait for a setup. I'm going to see what the market wants to do. I'm going to watch the DXY more closely, because the DXY can give us insights into where we're moving. If we are going to go higher on the NASDAQ, I want to see lower prices on the DXY. If we are going to go higher on the NASDAQ, I want to see some sort of sell-side liquidity taken before we do move higher. So we're just kind of playing it by ear right now, but we did hit all-time highs, and now we are just waiting. We didn't get into a trade today, but I'm okay with that because there wasn't really a trade for us to get in. So what can you do, right? But I did want to point out, I actually did start this FX replay backtesting software. I'm excited. I am excited to see how it works. So far, so good. You press that little play now button, and look at how beautiful this is. It looks just like my charts, you know, but this is actually January 14th, 2022. So it's cool that we can back test on the 1 minute all the way back to 2016. Plus, it looks just like my charts, which I absolutely love. So I'm very excited to see where this backtesting takes me, where this backtesting software goes. I'm also going to be doing a video of me backtesting this software and just backtesting in general. So I'm super excited, and there's a lot of good things in store for sure. So with that being said, I'm going to end the video here. I know it was short, but there really wasn't too much to talk about today, considering we took out all-time highs and I didn't get into a trade. Again, this week I'm moving, so I'm going to try to keep these short so I can pack. And yeah, I will see you guys all tomorrow for another video. So I will talk to you all tomorrow for now. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys all soon. Bye for now.